Proud of our team, especially second half. I didn't think first half we had much energy on the defensive end. I thought Sam Houston did about what they wanted to do, and at halftime, really, the biggest adjustment was made by this gentleman down here at the end when he told our guys we had to start talking more. I have a theory I tell these guys all the time. When they start coaching themselves, it's a lot more effective than when I do because they listen to each other better. And I thought the second half, the defense was just simply our awareness was better. We were communicating better, and our effort was better. It was unfortunate. We got it to 2, I think, 4 different times and had a couple of bad turnovers. I think one time we shot the ball, went about halfway down and came out. And, when you get down that far, your margin of error is very thin, and you just simply can't afford to make too many mistakes. But I was proud of our effort. I'm proud of the fact that we got here. We earned our way here. I know there was some controversy about the very end, but as I told these guys, they didn't back into anything. They earned it. And what I hope is that becomes the staple for Central Arkansas going forward.
Coach, one more before we open it up. Just your thoughts on the season. You're a very young team, and like you said, it's been a wild week and a little bit of some ups and downs.
Well, I kiddingly say I've been at Central Arkansas 52 years, and it's actually been 3. But from where we came from, starting 3 years ago, in the first 2 years, we weren't even eligible to be here. So I'm very happy where we have started from to where we're at now. I really am. I'm excited about the future. I wish I had this guy on my far right for another year or 2, but we don't. And thank goodness we have this guy next to me, and I think it's a travesty that he wasn't even named to any of the all-conference teams, and I'll just put that out there. I think he's one of the best players in this league, and he gets overlooked because he's kind of mild-mannered. But I hope that spurs him on and motivates him for the future. But I'm happy where we're heading. I think our record is not indicative of the growth of the team, and hopefully that we now know what it's going to take to get here.
Again, just when you ask questions, your name and affiliation, but questions for Coach or any of our student athletes?
Brandon Williams, Southland.org. Derreck, talk about the conversation at the half and your feelings on how well the guys responded, particularly in that push when you got the deficit down to 2.
I mean, the main thing was just talking throughout the whole game. I mean, we would do it in spurts, and you could see it on the court. That's when we would get stops, and when we didn't, that's when we had confusion and they were getting open looks. So I think everybody listened to me and listened to Coach, listened to each other, and that's when we went on that run.
Richard Dean, UCA Postgame. Mathieu, you're down 19 early in the game. A lot of teams would just quit. You guys came back. What kind of led the charge for you guys to get back in the game and get within 2?
I think it was the fact that we were overlooked and we weren't supposed to be there. And we just went back to the first 2 years of Central Arkansas and how hard we had to fight to turn the program around. And this was our one moment, so we had nothing to lose.
So you guys actually were playing pretty loose?
Yeah, we were playing pretty loose. Basketball's supposed to be fun, so that's what we were doing, just having fun.
Did it seem like Sam Houston might have been playing more uptight since they were higher seed and they were expected to win? You think they kind of might press a little bit more with you guys, playing loose?
Yeah, we could tell that their coach probably was yelling at them at halftime and all that still. They were 15 and all that, but we just came out and, like Derreck said, if you're not talking, you're not playing defense. So that was our big step, and we adjusted.
Coach, talk about the contributions of Derreck and what he leaves going forward for your program.
I think the uniqueness of Derreck Brooks is that he can score in so many different ways, especially offensively. He can hit the three-point shot, but he's really good in isolation. You guys saw some of his game. I kid him and say we'll watch him play 20 years from now at the Y, and his game will look the exact same way because he's going to shoot those one-legged fadeaways, and you'll have to tell me where you live, Brooksy. I'll come and watch you play noon ball. But he's got that unique game where he can just score. And he's brought good leadership. I'm proud of Derreck. I've known Derreck, I guess, since he was a junior in high school. And so we go way, way back. And to see where he came from and and what he has done and the maturity, that's been a really pleasing as a coach. But he knows I love him. I tell him that all the time, and he's got an advocate in me the rest of his life.
Coach, talk about the charge in the final 1:30 of the game and how they kind of took the wind out of the sails for you guys.
Which play? I'm sorry.
The charge that went against you.
The one at half court or the one
under your basket.
On Aaron.
on Aaron? Yeah. That was a bang play. I honestly thought that was a charge, and that was a freshman that we have, believe it or not, really been trying to get to drive the ball to goal, haven't we? And he picked a heck of a time to do it. But that's kind of what freshmen do sometimes, and I was really proud that he tried that. But I would like to have seen him, jump stop and pulled up. I think the play bigger for me was when we threw it to the corner and Thatcher Unruh stepped out of bounds. I thought we had real momentum going on that one, and he tried to make a quick move, and as happens sometimes in the corner, there's not a lot of room, and he stepped backwards and stepped out of bounds. And those two plays were big because we had a chance to tie the game.
4 players coming back, from your starting lineup. You take the fact that, you lose this one, you lost a close one in overtime to end the regular season. Not the way you want to go, but still in a way it brings some momentum going into next year.
Yeah, to your point, we lost 3 games this year under 5 seconds. As I say, it was bad coaching. It wasn't the players' fault. And we had a free throw to win at Nichols. We had a free throw to beat Stephen F., and we had a box out to beat Incarnate Word. And that's just 3 games. That's not counting some of the others. But I'm excited the leadership of Mathieu and Jordan coming back, and we recruited extremely well. And I'm really excited for the guys we have coming in. And, I think we've kind of established what we want to do. I think we wound up leading the league in scoring, and we just got to figure out there's another end to this game and work on our defense in the offseason. I think if we do that, we'll be fine.
Got time for a couple questions if anyone's out. Anyone? In that case, gentlemen, thank you very much for coming by. Derreck,
you.
congratulations on your career.
Thank you.